Alright, next up we have Ivysaur. Alright, we're gonna be taking a look at some interesting facts about Ivysaur. So for Ivysaur's information, his weight is 13.0 kilograms, his height is 1.0 meters, he is a grass type and a poison type. His abilities are Overgrow and Chlorophyll, which is its hidden ability. His catch rate is 45, which is also 11.9%. It evolves from Bulbasaur starting at level 16 and evolves into Venusaur starting at level 32. And for its entry, there is a bud on this Pokemon's back. To support its weight, Ivysaur's legs and trunk grow thick and strong. If it starts spending more time lying in the sunlight, it's a sign that the bud will bloom into a large flower soon. So it looks like Ivysaur's trying to get a lot of sunlight if he wants that flower to bloom on his head. Now when it comes to Ivysaur being in the Super Smash Bros. Series, he first appeared as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So, Ivysaur is a playable Pokemon used by the Pokemon Trainer. It can use the moves Bullet Seed as a rapid aerial striking move and Vine Whip as a recovery move where the vine is shot out to latch onto the edges of a stage and pull back up again. It also uses the projectile attack Razor Leaf, and Ivysaur is a middleweight and uses mostly physical grass type attacks. It then uses Solar Beam in the Pokemon Trainer's Final Smash, Triple Finish. So it looks like Ivysaur must be pretty tough in the Super Smash Bros. Series. Oh, and Ivysaur has also appeared in Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as well. So for Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, Ivysaur appears as a trophy in both versions of the game. And in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Ivysaur appears once again as a playable Pokemon fighter used by the Pokemon Trainer. So it's pretty cool to have Ivysaur return to the Pokemon Trainer itself. Now when it comes to Ivysaur being in the TV series, he's made 4 major appearances. So for May's Ivysaur, well, May's Bulbasaur evolved into an Ivysaur sometime after the right place and the right mind. It further evolved into a Venusaur prior to pruning a passel of Pals. So that's pretty cool that Ivysaur evolved. And for Shauna's Ivysaur, Shauna's Bulbasaur was revealed to have evolved into an Ivysaur in Tag Team Battle Inspiration. So that is pretty cool. And multiple Bulbasaur appeared in Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden. They were seen evolving into Ivysaur, during which Ash's Bulbasaur decided that it was too early for it to evolve. So maybe Bulbasaur didn't really want to evolve into Ivysaur right at this point. And an Ivysaur appeared in Friends to the End under the ownership of Santa. She used it to battle and defeat Richie in the Indigo Plateau Conference. So that is pretty cool that Ivysaur was able to defeat Richie. Alright, so here is Ivysaur's shiny form. So, for his shiny form, the colors on its body are light green instead of bluish greenish color. And even the flower looks yellow, so that is a pretty nice touch for the flower itself. And here is the QR code if you ever want to register him into Pokemon Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Oh, and here are some other facts that you didn't know about Ivysaur, is that in Super Smash Bros., Ivysaur is the only Pokemon that Pokemon Trainer uses that does not use an HM move, which Squirtle uses Waterfall while Charizard uses Rock Smash and Fly. So that is pretty cool that Ivysaur doesn't need HMs in order to fight. And Ivysaur's numbers in the National Pokédex and the Fiora browser are the same, which is 2. So that's pretty interesting. And Ivysaur is the only second stage grass and poison type Pokemon that does not require an evolutionary stone to reach its final form. So that is pretty cool. You don't need an evolutionary stone to get Ivysaur to evolve into a Venusaur. And Ivysaur is the only second stage form of Generation 1 starter Pokemon that evolves at level 32. which Charmeleon and Wartortle evolve at level 36. So it's pretty cool that you can get Venusaur earlier than Charizard and Blastoise. And due to the sensor that prevents Pokemon with offensive nicknames being traded on the GTS, an Ivysaur with an English name couldn't be traded on the GTS without a nickname in Pokemon Black and White prior to the Wi-Fi shutdown. So that's pretty disappointing. And Ivysaur shares its category with Bulbasaur, Venusaur, and Sunkern. They are all known as the Seed Pokemon. So that's pretty cool that Ivysaur has that kind of information. Way to go, Ivysaur!